we are going off to Hordle Lakes in New Milton fishing. Myself, Ian, Nathan and Zach are doing a 48-hour session on Kingfisher Lake. We've got a session booked from the app, Swim Booker app. So give you some more footage sort of when we get there, and yeah, let's hope for some fish. Well, here we are. We just got to the swim. We were in Peg 2. So this is just a quick overview of Peg 2 and sort of a spam of the lake. Zach and Nathan were over in Peg 5, which is just off the tip of that island. There's the Tempest 200 all set up ready to go. So yeah, rods were out at this point. It was getting on for the evening. Didn't know if we were going to get anything, but it's not called catching, it's called fishing. So yeah, the lake is it's very, very quiet, lots of wildlife. Couldn't have asked for a better venue to be, really. There's a zoom in on Nathan and Zach in Peg 5, so they're sort of opposite us to the side there. But yeah, so that was the lake when we got there. So the first night in, and Zach was off the mark with this beautiful £20 common, £10 mirror, and then a lovely £8 mirror. We then woke to a beautiful morning with the mist coming up off the lake. At this point, the weather wasn't too bad. We thought we were going to be in for a nice sunny day. However, the weather did have other plans later on. It became very windy and we did have some rain. But it was beautiful nevertheless. The boys at this point were still in their sacks having a nice sleep, much needed after Zach's disturbed night. So later on in the middle of the day, I say middle of the day, it was probably sort of late morning, I was into a fish. This is footage that Nathan's recorded on his iPhone. By this point we'd sort of landed the fish and we're just getting things sorted out. Unusually for us, we weren't prepared, which is quite strange. Normally we've got everything ready. But hubby's there taking some pics of the fish, and there are some stills coming up of it. It was a beautiful £11.6 mirror. I say the fish in here are beautiful colours, they really are. Highly recommend going. So here's some footage. Nath was into a fish later in the afternoon. This was actually after Ian had caught a fish. But this one was giving him the right run around. It had gone behind the island. It got tangled up in one of his other lines. You'll see Zach in a minute pick up the rod. He had to sort of help Nathan out there, get it crossed. I don't know what was going on with netting the fish, but it took him a good few attempts to get the fish in the net, but they finally got it in, and got some lovely pictures. Again, another beautiful mirror weighing £17 and 12 ounces. I do apologise for the shaky footage. It was literally, I didn't have the gimbal out at this point, so it was all, the camera was being handheld, so yeah, lots of shakiness, and yeah, I just apologise for that. But there we go, some footage of Nath catching the fish, and some footage in a minute of the netting and the fish itself. And just some footage again from our peg 2, some stills, some, as I say, there's loads of wildlife around the lake. Had this little chap, Robin, come and see us. Quite a friendly little fella. And then here's hubby's £15 beautiful looking mirror. They really are good looking fish in that lake. Again, some more wildlife. Bird life is unbelievable. You quite often see the swallows coming down onto the hatch. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful venue. So the rest of the evening was quiet. However, Zach did land this pristine common, um, sort of early evening, early to mid evening. You'll see here some footage of Zach getting the traditional drenching with the bucket. It was a new PB for Mr. Zach Hancock at £28 and 6 ounces. So well deserved soaking.